right.
My friend, if there was one thing that we could get kind of like injected into your DNA as a Call of Duty player, if there was one skill you could gain today, what would you like it to be?
Team cohesion, because I feel like sometimes like
Great one, very good one. Not a lot of people like to say that one. I like that a lot. Go on, give me more information on that.
Yeah, like I usually know where they're spawning. I mean, obviously on frickin' Control there's only like 3 places, but
yeah,
on Hardpoint I usually know where they're spawning. I can kind of call out like, hey,
sure,
they flipped pretty quick, but sometimes it feels like I'll be hitting routes and have no help.
Okay.
So I need to either try to play with my teammates.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's no either. I think you're going to say you either need to slow down or faster, and then you realize that it's just about playing your teammates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think like you said, that's perfect. So we're in solo queue, so that's basically bound to happen. So let's go through together and let's see how this one goes. I'll probably have to mute the gameplay just because there's going to be a bit of an echo. I'll leave it on for now and see how it goes. Might be a little bit of an echo, but it should be all right. All right, off the break here, that's 2 down. So one thing I always do is look at the kill feed. Right now is a perfect example. I like this play a lot from you, pushing out. That's great. That push out was really, really beneficial. I think one thing we could do is just be more efficient with that push out. Your gun skill is very good automatically. Your centering is good, and I can see your gun skill is very good just off the break, just to gas you a little bit. Your teammate's not playing, which isn't ideal. A few small details, your mini map, I would actually make it a lot larger, just because I feel like it's very small right now, and I think that's such an important part of the game. I like it at like 130 scale. I think it would just help you use it more a little bit. But let's keep going and see what's going on here. So talk to me as you're playing. What right now? What do you think is going on in the map? What can you do right now to help your teammates?
They're trying to get our spawn, so I'm trying to play like a little slow.
Okay.
And so I see my teammates are pushed up. They are gaining space, so I'm going to try to go with them.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so like you said, right now we're about getting that first wave of kills, right? Going through, getting a few kills there. So one thing I'm looking at is constantly the kill feed. There you go, the streets. What do we do? What do we do? Great kill, by the way. So now we push up, right? So we 1, 2, 3.
We have one pushed up right now.
Yeah, okay. So let's see how you play this. So I don't mind your play right there. I personally think this makes a lot of sense because your teammates pushed up. This is fine. This is fine. You're doing everything well using your equipment. One thing I would say is, yeah, stunning that cut a little bit more. So right there, you know that cut, you had your stun grenade. You got to be using your stun there. You have to be, your nade was perfect. Just use your stun as well, okay? I don't mind you holding the hill. One thing I would say to maximize that, hold the time, but then push up that mid cut. You know their lobby? Like you should have pushed up their cut to slow them down and then get back on the hill. You know what I'm saying? Like you can balance it a little bit, bro. Like play the hill for the initial 5 seconds, double stack it. When your teammate pushes up, go forward to their lobby, shoulder it, shoot them, back down again and get on the hill. Like scare them a little bit.
Yeah.
Make sense? Like you did really good there. Just scare them a little bit. Just scare them a little bit more. That's perfect. Let's go through. This is really good. It's a really good start here. Now you're on the A point, the B point. Okay, you're going through again. This is great. The route you're taking, this is good. This is good. Let's see how you play this. Tweaking a little bit there. What happened? Let's see. Okay, good kill the first guy. Right, so right there, do you think you needed to overcommit and get that kill, or do you think you should have stayed in their building?
Yeah, I should have stayed in their building.
Yeah, because sometimes you're more valuable there just holding that lane now. What do you think? Like right there, bro, if you stay in their building, they spawn out. That's enough. Like you don't need to overcommit there. Just that was perfect, right? Just stay there, be annoying, okay? Even right there, you're going up getting map control. You know they've got that control right there. What could you have done there? You could have stayed in that middle, just like pre in the top head glitch there. So I think right now you're doing a good job. You're pacing. Like can you that kill that you got earlier where you just died on their spawn, can you see the domino effect it's having now? Now it's caused you to have 2 more deaths and 3 more deaths, all because of that one play.
Close bottom art. We gotta rush.
But do you see what I'm saying there? Like all of that, this play now is because of that one mistake. So sometimes it's not about what you're doing well, it's about the mistake you're making to avoid that. Great shot. That's 2 down, 3 down. Go. Just like you said. Let's see what you do. There's 3 down. There's 1 last 4 down. So what do? You put a trophy down, stun, grenade, they're cut. Perfect stun, perfect grenade. Trophy should be down. This is flawless from you. This is great from you. I like this play a lot. I don't like the overcommitment. I hate that overcommitment from you, their side. I hated that because you're too good to do that, bro. What do you think?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I didn't like that at all from you going to their side there. You went their side and went prone. You just overcommitted. You have an AR there. You gotta just lock down a lane, bro. Right there. Okay. Why didn't you go to the far right and play the cut or just stack the hill from your side? Like, I don't mind you going far right there and holding an off angle. You see where I'm coming from? Like playing on the right there, like pushing up to the right and holding an off angle so anyone that comes out their door, or just staying on the hill. But what you did is you just went forward and stood on their side. So you didn't give yourself any chance of winning that gunfight.
Right.
So that round, you made 2 mistakes, 2 crucial mistakes. Now, your teammates must have made 3 or 4 or 5, but I'm not coaching them. We can't really go for them. So as an individual, our job is to reduce the mistakes we make. So overall, that round, you played really good. But I'd say 3 things you could have done better. 1, is on the A point, cut the lane a little bit more, to distract them, slow them down, then back away. 2 was at the end when you had that top building, instead of overcommitting, just playing your life there. And 3 was at the very end there, play your life a bit more, or play a different angle. So 3 mistakes in the first round. Let's see if we find any more this round.
I bet.
Does that make sense though? Like, you look at that round, it's not about win or lose, about, okay, how many mistakes did I make? Because if you make 0 mistakes and your team lose a round, you just take that one on the chin. Now, did you notice that you must have had 9 deaths? I didn't say you had 9 mistakes. There was only 3 mistakes that I saw. It's not every death's a mistake. There's death like that death right there. That's not a mistake from you. You just got traded. That's not a mistake in my opinion. That's just a trade. But mistakes are when you make the wrong play, the play that wasn't optimal.
Right.
I think people think that they have to go flawless for them to play well. Well, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. That's not realistic. I think you just have to look at the game and make sure you're making the play that benefits your team. Great play. Fantastic play. That's 2 down. Your fundamentals are exactly where we need to be. I'm very, very happy with your gameplay right now. Right now, you know they're coming through. Perfect. One thing I would say, tunnel vision right there. So not tunnel vision, trigger discipline right there. I don't mind it, but I would have preferred you be a bit trigger discipline. I thought you were going to get traded there, but it worked out okay, so it didn't really matter. That's good. That's good. Don't overheat. All right, there you overheated. You overheated right there. You knew they were spawning there. Why did you overcommit? Because you wanted the kill. Just chill. You got the first kill. We ran past you. Why did you have to go for the second? You know that spawn trap? Do you think you could have just waited there?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
When you die, I want you to do one thing for me, because I'm 2 seconds behind. I want you to tell me why you died, why you think you died, to see if your understanding is where it needs to be. Is that fair? Can we do that? Every time you die, just tell me, oh, if I did this, I should have done that wrong. Sometimes it could just be, oh, I messed up my gun skill. That's fine. But if it's a play like that where you overcommitted, I want to know why, and like, so we can fix it immediately. Give ourselves that quick feedback loop. But very good. I'm very impressed with your gameplay, my friend. I'm very impressed with your gameplay. That's 2 down. Let's see what you do here. So that's the 3rd. So yeah, talk to me about that. What could you have done there?
Probably slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, maybe slid backwards into cover there. You knew he was there, instead of sliding forward into the open. Maybe slid backwards into cover. Just kind of holding the angle there, like you said, slow down. That's perfect. Every time you die, I want that feedback loop quick, all right? So we know exactly what you did there, because you're giving yourself feedback. You're giving yourself feedback every time you die. This is great. I love this play from you holding this area. Once we get some kills, let's see what you do. There's 2. There should be 1. There you go. There's 1. I didn't like the overcommitment, but let's see what you do here. Let's see what you do here. All right, I like this. I like this play a lot. You're going through middle. There you go. There's 1. You know they're coming through the far left there. You have a submachine gun. Let's get active with it. Let's get active with it. Perfect, 2. I don't mind you playing the vault here. Your teammate's in there now, so it's fine. That's 3 down. There you go. That's 3 down. You know one's going to spawn here. Let's see how you play this.
Yeah, I got them both weak.
Okay, so right there, trigger discipline. As soon as you went through, you knew they weren't in front of you. You knew they were coming through the left. You need to play for the pinch there. Yeah. Either slow down or like play an angle and go for the pinch there. So you're playing it well, but you didn't play it perfectly. Okay. Like right there, just play for the pinch a little bit. That guy just caught you off guard there. That guy caught you off guard. Now they got map control. One thing I want you to do as well on this map is I haven't seen you switch to an AR, especially on this left side. There's not been one time where you switched to an AR and just held a map control, because that would have benefited you so much. Do you think that's fair?
Yeah.
Like right now, I didn't want to tell you. I wanted you to think of that yourself. But just switching to an AR there would have probably won you that round. Like that round, I say you made 4 or 5 mistakes. First round, you made 3 mistakes. So off the break, I've seen about 8 mistakes from this one map. Now, some are really small, some are huge. They cost a round, but these are things we want to go through. We're just going to clean up the mistakes. Okay, you're going to make. Imagine this: if I said to you, my friend, okay, you were 1,000 mistakes away from reaching Crimson. You've made 8 already. That is a level. It's just about understanding every mistake. There's so many little ones. Like everything we just went through, it's not that you didn't understand it. You're like, in the moment, I didn't think of it. That's all it comes down to, is understanding it in the moment as quick as possible. You're cutting lanes really well.
They're on B. I'm going to pick up our pinch. I probably could have held like a power position.
There you go. That's what I want to see more of. So right there, I think it was the timing more. I think what you did was fine. It was maybe the timing, or if you're going to jump out like that, maybe use your Omni movement, so jump and slide to the tree. I don't think that was too bad. I think that was fine. That was just, being a little bit more smoother with the movement probably would have got you that kill. Right now, if you look at the map, you know they're coming behind you. We've got our equipment. There you go. So you're doing some things really well. You're using your equipment really well. You're cutting lanes really well. We just got to, add a little bit more areas. Right there, you stun that guy, and then I think that's the guy you let go. And then you came back and he kills you. Yeah, we need to clutch up here. This is a game I don't think you should be losing because you're playing decent. We just got to lure these mistakes. Right there, stacking the hill. I don't like that. So right there, I hated you stacking the hill because you had zero map control. There was zero map control. For me, there's zero upside. Like, people love sitting on the hill to say they're playing objective. Like, right there, what did you gain? 1 second? Like, that's useless for me, right? I think you're way more valuable playing catwalk, getting map control. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or do you think that 1 second was useful?
No, I should've...
Yeah, and it's not a dig to you. It's just that's the way people are programmed. Like, oh, I've got no, like, bro. What is the point of having a hill if there's no map control? We literally gonna die straight away just to say we're on the time.
Right.
So this is a good play from you. I like the pinch from you. Let's see how you play this. There you go. Good play. That's one. Okay, let's push through. Let's get active with it. Let's get active. Let's be annoying here. So right there again, you're getting way too worried about the middle map. Try to play around their side, because once you get the kills and you kind of go to their side, then the people mid are trapped. Like, get some kills. Be more active. Be more annoying. Play more off angles. You keep getting scared of middle map. Stretch the map a little bit. Get a kill. Go towards B. Stretch the map. Be annoying. There's a guy vault. You know he's in the vault. Let's see how you play this. There you go. Perfect. So that's perfect. So look what you just did. You see how you were in B right there? You just played that perfectly. That is perfect. Put a trophy down. Chuck your equipment. So right there, I just saw that before. That should have been quicker. To chuck a trophy, use your equipment a bit quicker there. But what you just did is bought time. That's the first time all game you went to B. That's the first time. And how useful was that? That was so useful. You slowed the whole team down. Great kill. Great kill. Now you stack it. That's fine. I don't mind the stack. That's 3 down. That's perfect. You can push up. This is great. Great play from you. Now we get to their side. We get active with it. What do you think could have done better there?
I kind of tweaked a little bit. I was missing one and I didn't know where he was.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still outer. One of our teammates left.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go through that game. Honestly, you didn't play bad. The fact that you're negative, I think it was a few things. One was switching weapons earlier. Two was you yourself was getting lost on the map. Like, you were getting through, getting past opponents, right? But when you were there, you weren't like utilizing it as much as possible. Let me put it this way. You were making the play to get through. Sometimes you're better off being in a 1v2 and leaving your teammates in a 3v2. Like, there was times where you were basically getting tunnel vision. Like, let me put it this way. Your teammates didn't play well. I think you overall played decent. And this is really important because from the eye test, I can tell you're a good player. Even though you were negative that game, I didn't feel like you were negative. I actually felt like you were playing well. I really did. So I'm surprised you were negative. I couldn't even tell. But there was times where you were in the blender and you were getting 3 or 4 deaths in a row. But the reason why is because of the mistake you were making earlier. Okay. So your 3 mistakes caused 9 deaths. Make sense?
Yeah.
There's a difference between getting in a blender every gunfight and what happened to you. What you did is you just made too many mistakes that caused too many deaths, basically. That's the easiest way to put it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through. I'm going to share my screen with you before we start another map. We can start a map in the background and we'll go through. I'll share my screen with you. And let's just see if we can fix some of this stuff, all right? So from that game, like I said, really good stuff. A few positives that I saw immediately was equipment. You were doing a very good job, okay? Really, really happy with your equipment usage overall in terms of the amount of time you were using it. Good. Can we make it a little bit more efficient? Sure. But there's always room for improvement. You did a very good job with equipment. And 2, whenever there was 3 down, I noticed you listened to the videos. I can tell your mindset was 3 down, cut lanes, right? I could tell those 2 things immediately. So really good. I'm going to give you credit where credit's due with that one. Okay, happy with that? Are those 2 things you've been working on? So you feel like gassed with that? Because I could definitely see you working on that. It's really good. Then the next few things is just about maintaining the map pressure. So for example, I mean, like I said, overall, there was a few times, I think you did a good overall, stuff like that. But let's go for a perfect example. You're spawning up and you're standing right here with a sub. You're number 1, okay? You're standing here with a sub. You kept on like flopping about and like shouldering it with a sub and like just like messing about too much. Like for me, they're getting so much map control there. You kind of just kept on messing about. It's like, just get an AR out and lock down the lane, get some kills, and then push up. Like, as simple as that. Like, you kept on just fluffing about with a sub and stuff like that. If you're going to play with a sub, sure, but then use a sub route. Like, go to the vault then. If you're going to play with a sub, go to the vault and be annoying, be close combat. You know what I'm saying? Go to this middle, like, be annoying with a sub. I don't mind you shouldering again information, but it's like, you just spent way too long with a sub, not gaining map control. If you look at the map control you have, look how limited this is.
Yeah.
Right? In terms of like the space on the map. So that's just why I think you need to change a bit more. The next thing, so that caused you a couple of deaths because they just had the whole area. Like, they just kept on having this area and stopping you. But the biggest thing, one of the first round, the biggest mistake we saw is just understanding when to play your life, when to play for a kill. Shotzzy in this situation gets lost and is the best at the game at getting lost. Right there, you were in a shotsy situation, but you didn't play like it. So you got through, you got a first kill. When you stand here, where does the blue team spawn? They spawn all the way down there, right? When they're on, let's flip it. So now we're on offense, okay? We're red on offense. They're spawning far here. If your team's getting B, is this a good or bad thing where they're spawning?
If they're trying to get B, yeah, that's a good thing.
So you're getting B. You're red, you're red.
Yeah, that's good for us.
Yeah, perfect. It's perfect for you. So you doing this is more important than any one kill you're going to get because you're creating so much time. When you get a kill, what is the advantage? You create space and time, right?
Right.
So you create space for the map and you give yourself time to capture the point. Those are the two main benefits of getting a kill. So when you're doing this, when you're standing here, how much map control you're getting? Can they be up here? No. So your space you are occupying is very good for your team. How much time are you giving your team? Every death, you are saving your team, what, 3 seconds? Every single kill you get?
Yeah.
This spot is more important than kills. That is what people don't seem to understand because they think, oh, I need to get kills. You being here is essentially you getting, every time your team gets a kill, you are giving your team a bonus to that kill by spawning them 3 seconds out. You with me on that?
Right.
Do you ever think of it like that?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and then there was another guy that had spawned up before, and I didn't really count him in.
Sure, that's fair.
Like,
that's fair.
This guy at?
Sure, that makes perfect sense. I can tell you're trying to do that from what you were saying. Now, what you just said makes perfect sense. You got through, you went behind this guy, you got the first guy, and then you died. So you need to understand the balance of going for that kill. Is it worth it or not? For me personally, I don't think you need to commit and turn around and get that kill. I think if you don't see anyone here, I would rather you go back into the building and get the kill from here. Because what you're doing, and this is what I mean by tunnel vision, is you see this guy here, you see a free kill, but what you don't see is how easy that is to get traded. Right?
Yeah,
like you killing that guy there allows for an easier... Right now, this is what I would have preferred, is you live marking that guy, going inside and killing him from the window. Because once you kill him from the window, then you can turn around. Now, is this trade easier now or now? It's much easier now. Because you're going to get traded. But if you got the kill from there and then turn around, this guy's going to struggle to kill you. So you have to set up not the first kill, but the first 2 kills and your map control and being annoying, okay? So I wanted you to do a better job there. And those 2 mistakes alone was enough to lose a round. And then your team just kind of had a downward spiral from there. Another thing is when you're cutting lanes, you made perfect sense what you said. Your team, you had one pushed out. You had one pushed out and you always hear my videos, fill in the gap, right? That is you doing a flawless job. I can tell you watch the videos, I can tell you listen, okay? So you're doing a really good job. One thing I would say is take that another level up. So right now, let's say this is your map control, right? And your teammate's fighting like this, for example, on the left. In this situation, you're absolutely correct to assume to go on the hill because your teammates are, so you're stacking it. But what I was saying is get the benefit of both worlds. Stay on the hill for 80% of it, right? But for the other 20, just shoulder this corridor so that they know you're there and they're scared. Let me give you another example. Imagine if we switch roles. This is me and I shoulder this and I'm standing there and you are standing here. As you're running towards me, if you see me slide cancel, I'm red, you're blue, and I shoot you once or twice and then I back away into the hill. Are you just gonna run in or are you gonna be a bit hesitant?
Yeah, I'll be hesitant.
You're probably going to shoulder it. You're probably going to stun it. You're going to be a bit annoyed, kind of wait for an angle, and then you're going to go through, right? But when you don't put any map control, first of all, do you not think that this guy is going to die and need help because he's by himself 1v4? So you need to help him as well. Just be annoying. So go here, stun and nade it. What happens now? What happens now? These guys kind of get distracted by you. Maybe your teammate gets one. And it's just like overall, this guy dies, this guy's now weak. It just slows them down. So what you did is you did better than the other subscribers that don't do this. But now I'm taking it a step further. Hold this, hold this, hold this. When you know they spawn up, shoulder it, shoot them, chuck a stun, then get back on the point. Slow them down. Make sure that when they get here, it takes as long as possible. Make sense? Okay. So what you did is so good. What we're doing is getting you to the next level. So what I'm saying now is do this, stack it, stack it, stack it, stack it, shoulder, chuck a stun, chuck a nade, shoot them, get back on the hill. You wasted what? Let's just say 3 seconds, yeah? But those 3 seconds, do you think in 3 seconds he's going to recover and get in there? Of course not. It's going to take him about 6 seconds. So what have you done? You've bought your team another 3 seconds. That is your job right now. Buy your team more time. Now, that may not result in a kill. But this guy being one shot down there, is that a good thing for your team?
Yeah.
Because it slows him down, right? Let's just say this guy is one shot, he stays, he goes pro, and he waits to regen, and now you get back on the time. That is a beneficial thing for your team, and that's why I say don't just worry about the kills and the KD. That's why I said to you, you played so well, even though you went negative. I could have easily said, oh, you went negative, you played awful. I never said that. I said you played really, really well because you were doing the right things. You just weren't able to chain some of those kills together. That's all. All right, let's run another game. Yeah, how was that?
Yeah, that made a lot of sense. That first example you were talking about, where I was like in Lion, and I was shouldering that B lane, I was kind of just waiting for my team to kind of push up a little bit so that I can get entry into that mid map and hit vault. They were just kind of taking a little bit longer.
Yeah, no, sure. That makes perfect sense. And again, I don't mind that. It's just more when you're doing that and you know that they're all going to be through the left. It's like, I just think sometimes you got to take the sub fights and help yourself a little bit more. But I get it. I get what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, and then I was kind of like tunnel vision, like you said. Like I definitely should have. I think it was the second round when when we were on defense. Definitely should have took AR out when I saw they capped A.
Yeah, again, like I think those things that you're saying is just like you're making the right plays, but it's taking you like 10 seconds too long, and that 10 seconds is so huge.
Okay.
So you're making the right plays, you know what you're doing, but like even you taking your time there, as soon as you lose map control once, they can just keep it. And then it's like, what are you going to do when they have map control? You can't really do anything.
Yeah, really.
So we just have to be way, way, way quicker at transitioning between left and the right and going through that. Right there, you get a kill, go on the ground, little things like that. Just clean up your gameplay, basically. Now, I will say, you're doing a very, very good job. I don't think you're like a million miles away from Crim. I think you're getting close. I actually think you're in a good spot, to be honest, bro.
Okay. Let's see what they choose.
Is that good for you to hear? Were you hoping that was the case?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go. All right, man. Let's run it.
Yeah,
What's that, sorry?
I was gonna say I might play the AR role, but it looks like.
Yep, look around, see what your team's got, fill in the gaps. Perfect. Yeah. There you go.
2 ARs, 2 subs. So.
There you go. Now remember, every hill's different, right? Some hills are 3, some hills are 2. And again, sometimes you can even play the other role. Exactly. It's more about the space you're taking. Like if you have a sub, you're going to take more close range specific gunfights. It just allows you to play a different role.
Right.
And don't forget, you can pick up weapons, bro. If you see a sub on the floor, pick that shit up, man. Be a super gun, bro. Have an AR, have a sub, do what you want. There's no limitations.
Let's get it, baby.
Yeah, let's run it, bro. I think last game was a bit harsh. I think one of your teammates wasn't really playing. So I think that's a game where you lose. You just kind of shrug your shoulders, move on, and just make sure you get the win in this one. That's going to happen in solo queue. As long as you don't worry about the SR, worry about improving. Because even if you won or lost, those mistakes you made would have been there regardless, right? Let's say you made the exact same mistakes and won the game. I'm more focused on the mistakes than you winning or losing.
Right, yeah. I agree.
And I think so many people don't have that mentality, but I can see that you do. So I think you're in the right path, man. Let's just get this win.
Spawning out. I'm gonna try to hit new.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I want to see more of this. Tell me more what you're thinking, what we're doing.
Okay.
You see how like your sport, this map is very, very, very punishing. When you have a setup, this map is very, very punishing. So we have to make sure we're prioritizing the setups on this map. And this is why I say it's a little bit different, because some maps, some hills aren't that punishing, but this map is very punishing.
Yes, man, it's all about spawns. I mean,
right there.
In general is all about spawns,
yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, this map is just so punishing. Right there, I think you made the right play. You didn't know where he was, but just, you know, use your equipment. Give yourself a little bit of a chance, because you don't know where they're going to be. Just help yourself out a little bit.
Shitty timing. Shitty timing.
I mean, that happens though. When they have control, they're allowed to get good timing off that. So right now we're in a bit of a running simulation. That's fine. You know, we're only 2 hard points in. Let's just lock in, keep composed. See how we play this one. So your team is going through the back here, so maybe pinch him here. Yep, I like this play going through. That's fine. Your team is going through the front. Just quickly shoulder it. There's one.
He's so weak, man.
So what he did there is he cameraed you. So when you got the first shots, I don't mind you sliding sideways in that gunfight, just kind of utilizing Omni movement, because all he did was camera you there. 20 seconds left. We don't want to go through the back here. We have to be very careful, very cautious. So I personally would have rotated. I mean, I think it's just like the decisions you're making. Like right there, I would have maybe just started rotating, even at 20 seconds, just start setting up and holding the cuts. But I think you're fine. Bro, you got to remember, I know you're down 60. All you did is give them one big money hill. It's literally fine. Like, it's just one hill. You're back in the game with one hill. There's nothing. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Just adjust it slightly. Right now, you're holding the mid-map, They're not here, so that means they're probably going for up top. So just being quicker to understand that. Great cut. They're probably all coming from up top, though. They're probably all coming from up top already because they really push through.
Yeah.
Right there again, you stun that guy. You should have naded. Like, when you stun that guy, just hold your nade instantly. Like, that was a great play. Just that 1 second difference. Let's keep going through right now. You can see you're getting back in the game already. But one thing is you let go of the whole of top middle. I would like to see you hold top middle earlier. And you know when you're holding the bottom middle there earlier, I wouldn't mind you holding the top there because there's so many more cuts. 20 seconds left there. What do you think?
Rotating.
Perfect. That's 3 down as well. So let's get out of it, bro. Let's get out of it. That's 4 down. That's 4 down. So look where your teammates are spawning. You know they're spawning at the back here. So let's get out. Let's get out. Let's get out. Even right now, you want to kind of cut the lanes as you get out here. So you know they're going to be spawning here. You know they're going to be on your left there. Let's see how you play this. Perfect. So right there, if you rotate a second later, he beats you. Did you see how important that rotation was? Now, when I said to you what you're going to do and you rotated, if I wasn't here, I don't know if you would have rotated that same second. So it's just about having that discipline, that same second to rotate. Maybe you would have. I obviously can't tell because that situation didn't happen. But did you see as soon as I asked you and you rotated, I don't know if you would have done it that second. Do you think you would have?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's good then. There you go. We keep that up. Keep that pacing up. You were like, you doubted me off? Of course I would have.
Yeah, I definitely would have. But I'm going to hit this pinch real quick.
Okay, right there. The only thing I would say on the P4, yeah, sub. Absolutely good.
He read it. He read it.
Sub is so important. Sub is so important. That's 2 down. Yeah, obviously I'm 2 seconds behind you, so remember that. So when you die in the pincher, I think that death was really important to use your equipment and understand the situation. Like right there, you should have just shouldered it or slid out as you slide, kind of go into a pro and just use your omni movement a bit more.
Okay.
But you're back in the game, bro. You're back in the game already. That's a big 2. That's fine. That's huge. 8 seconds left there. Not bad, not bad.
No one's top, so I'm gonna try to get this top control.
One thing you keep saying is bad timing. I don't think there's bad timing. I think your timing is just not where it needs to be in terms of decision making. Not in a rude way in terms of like, I don't want you to think, oh, it's just bad timing. I want you to understand why. For example, that top control, you knew they were top there. So you going through that cut was such an obvious play. That wasn't really timing. That was just an obvious decision. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's all it was. Not again, not in a bad or why are you saying that. It's just more so you understand, oh, it's not just unlucky. It's like, no. That's what's happening. Like right now, I love this play. Holding equipment, I love that. I don't mind you going prone then, just watching the left and not being seen from their side. I know why you did it because you got shot from the top right. So that's fine. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't mind. This is not a bad play at all. Good too. And your equipment usage is perfect right now. And you're back in the game. Just like I said, this is perfect. It's perfect. Great stun. This is really, really good. You're using equipment well. You know they're coming through the tunnel on the right there. I would have been quicker on that. That's great. That's great. Your teammates up there. There's one more on top.
No.
Snake it. That's fine. They're going to be behind you on your right here.
Yeah, they do a really good job at holding this P2.
Yeah, they have. And this is where they're winning the game from the P2. They literally winning the game because they got on the P2 so far, they're on like 70 seconds just from the P2 out of 100. Yeah, see how important one hill could be on this map? Or on any map, to be honest. Let's see how you break this. All right, now it's about the route you're taking. You got a sub here. Let's see how you play this one. Your teammate's going free with you. You got an equipment. Let's see how you play this. See how you play this.
I need to push out. They're hitting lobby.
This was a great break, by the way. Your teammate's got the left there. I'll push out the front. There you go. Just quicker. I don't mind this at all. 20 seconds. Just go pro there. Just chill. If they have
get the fuck out of here too.
Let's see what you do. I really like that play. Yeah, just get out of there, bro. Just get out of there. Like you said, that play was really good from you, but I don't like this last 15 of you staying there. I would have just left my teammate and just kind of had that because the new rotation, but you play that really well. Again, that's just a small bit of feedback. Just get out 5 seconds quicker, but that was really good. You're back in the game, bro. Let's win this game here.
Yeah, I shouldn't have shot right there.
Let's see.
Right there.
I like that. Great. See, what you're saying is perfect. You saw the guy on the left. I don't know if you saw him. You got a little bit of tunnel vision. He was on the floor on the left, right in front of you. I don't think you saw him there.
No.
So now you know they're pre-aiming you, so you have to be smart here. Yeah, that guy you just killed, that's great. That's 1 down. They're going to be in this room probably. So right there was when you said to me earlier you want to work with your team. That was a perfect example. Your teammates weren't there yet and you fully committed in, but it's such an obvious route. They're going to know you're there. The only time to bang that is if your team's with you. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. Let's see when you rotate. Yep, let's go. I was gonna see when you rotate. There's 15 seconds left. There's still 3 of you there. So right there, just take the decision, bro. Take the route. Take the route. Now there's 10 seconds left, and now you've just basically given them a high chance of rotating to P4. Against Eries and top 250, you have to be so quick and disciplined that these mistakes like have to be gone.
There's 2.
Okay. Yeah, so you get through somehow. Your teammates manage to get through. Good kill. And yeah, again, that just comes down to speed of it. If you get there a bit quicker, you win the first fight earlier. And now you're just giving them the crucial rotations a few seconds earlier. That's all it comes down to right now. It's a very mixy game, though. We can still win this. Nice. Huge kills. You know the last guy's going to be in your right there. That's fine. That's fine. Even though you die that's fine because you're getting damage. Your teammate should win the fight. That's okay. Your teammates win the fight. That's perfect. But now they're getting outnumbered. Yep. So the spawn, they have the good spawn, which is difficult. All right, that's 2. Your teammate did a great job. Let's see how you play this. See how you play this. I love the pinch from you. I love the pinch from you. I love that pinch from you, by the way. I love that. Trophy needs to go down immediately. So right there again, when you shoulder that, stun that, nade that, back away. You don't need to overcommit there. But 10 seconds, it's fine. We can rotate. This is fine. Those deaths are fine. Those deaths are fine because your team's still holding it. It's kind of irrelevant. Like that death's actually fine. Nothing bad happens from that death because you're already in the new hill. This is good. Pick up the AR there. Pick up the AR. Watch over your teammates. Let them get on the hill and then watch over them. Little things like that. Now right now, you see how you have a sub only. There was an AR from earlier. It's about understanding. P1, I should have an AR here to make it easier. Just things like that. You got a stun grenade. Perfect cut. Just chuck a stun there. Rotate. This is fine. This is really good from you. Really good from you. That is flawless. Look at the map. Look at the map. You know they're coming from their side. I like this. I like this a lot from you. This is good. Just keep holding this area. Yeah, so right there, I wouldn't have jumped on the hill. You keep jumping on this P1, but the map control is so important because the P1, I want you to think of it as a distraction. Just make sure the game's close, keep it scrappy, and hold the P2 because that's 45 seconds guaranteed if you hold it. So that P1, I want you to stop worrying too much about getting on there and worry way more about this side of the map. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you keep on worrying about the actual P1, bro. If they get 5-10 seconds, as long as you have the bigger picture, you saw from the first 2 rotations, they're only in this game because of the P2. They're only in this game because of the P2. So you got to just prioritize that P2. Right there, you knew they were coming from the front. Central was a bit off there. You watch the back. Your teammates had that, and now you spawn out. Small decisions on this P2 might cost you this game. Literally just a P2.
Okay.
There's 3 times in a row they've had the initial P2, and this is like honestly they've had about 110 seconds on this.
Yeah.
So you said he spawned behind you, but I don't think that's the case because there was no def there. I think he might have just taken a route. Yeah. I think he's taken a route because there was no def there for ages. So I think he just took a route there. That's one. You're good, bro. You're good, man. You're doing fine.
Spawning out.
This P2 killed you guys, man. This P2 really killed you guys.
I might just fucking rotate, brother.
Whatever you think, bro. Go for it. 25 seconds.
Yeah,
Let's go for it.
Try to rotate.
All right, go for it. Okay, so you know he's coming behind you. I love that equipment usage. That's really smart from you. I like that a lot. That's fine. Now it's about look at the map, look at the big picture. Where could they come from? What could we hold? So your teammates are spawning that side. I think right now, in my opinion, you're better off playing a power position. But let's see. Oh, I just feel like right there, I personally don't mind getting off the hill and just holding a power position because again, it's just about the bigger picture. Like waiting like on up top catwalk just makes it more easy for your teammates to set up than getting what 2 seconds on the time. They're going to be catwalk stair glitching you. That's 3 down. Okay. Let's see how you guys play this one out. That's 2 down. That's 3 down.
Oh yeah, we need to get out of here.
Yep, you should need to get a sub out as well. You need to get a sub out as well. This P4 it has to be a sub hill.
All right.
Just because when you get there, especially when you're first, like. It's just so much easier with a sub, man. Let's see how you play this. You should be at first, but they could come through the mid cut. Good stun. Let's see how you win this one.
He's one shot.
There's 2 of them there. You get 1. Honestly, not bad from you, bro. Not bad. What I would have said is after the first kill, maybe slide left instead of being in the open, but not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. Let's see how you play this one.
I'll watch the pinch for a sec.
Okay. All right. Yeah, cut it yourself, bro. Cut it yourself. Go through middle there. You know right there when you're holding the pinch, you could have cut that yourself.
Okay. You're right.
Yeah, because you're not. Yeah, but that's fine. Let's see how you play this out. There you go. There you go. That's the cut. There you go. That's fine. It's so funny because you're 2 seconds ahead of me. But that play, you see why it made more sense to push the cut when they're not pinching? That was perfect. 15 seconds left. Keep this map pressure. Keep this map pressure. Keep pushing through. Keep pushing through.
I shouldn't have jumped out like that.
Let me see. I don't mind it, bro. I don't mind it. You just, that's fine. Again, you're looking at the wrong thing. You dying there's fine as long as you get damage off. Like your teammates, I don't mind that push from you, but I want to see more Omni movement. Like slide into a prone. Don't just jump into the open there.
Okay, yeah.
Like right now you're by yourself. I don't like this play. I don't like when you're by yourself on the hill. I don't like that play because now you make your teammates in a 3v4. So right there, I'd rather you way more play around the hill. One thing, this P1 is like your addiction, bro. You love playing on the P1, but for me, like you're getting no map control from that. There's 3. Now we can play around it. Now if no one gets on it, we get on it. You know your teammate's on there? This is fine. He pinches you. Good play from that guy. This is fine though. This is fine. Yeah, you could definitely win this game. You could for sure win this game.
Yep, 100%. Need to get this freaking...
That's 2 down. That's perfect. It's going to come down to the P2, man. This is the P2 where things went wrong for you. They cannot win from this hill. That means we need to get the P2. They cannot win from this hill.
Okay.
So this 10 seconds your hair is way too long, bro. That 10 seconds you there was way too long. As soon as they can't win, you need to be out of there, bro. This P2, now they're set up. How are you going to break it? Let's see. You see? That 5 seconds. You see how long that took? That was just way too long there. Your team is with you. You see you break this. That's going to be tough, man.
Oh, well.
Okay, you know how you lost that? It was just the P2. The P2 lost you that game. Literally. Like, you guys probably got 200 seconds more on the other hills.
Yeah.
Yeah? So when I look at that, all I say is we just have to do a better job on the P2.
No. We can win this, bro. We can win this.
Oh, the way you said, oh, right, I thought the game was done. Bro, I thought the game was done. You're winning this shit. Let's go.
We can win this.
Yeah, for sure. I thought the game was done the way you were talking. Bro,
no,
clutch up, man.
No. No. Dang.
No, bro, it was a P2. It was just a P2, man. Yeah. It was just a P2. Honestly, not bad, bro. Not bad. I look at that game and I just say, like, overall was fine. Just keep doing what you're doing, but just, like, understand. So I think where it went wrong was the P1 to P2. You kept them prioritizing the P1 hill over this side of the map. Do you know where the kill cam is now? Like, you didn't get P2 rotation once out of 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they had the initial time 3 out of 3 times. So I honestly believe it was just that. So if I was you, I would look at that and I would say, okay, now as a team, we didn't do that. We're playing solo queue. But as an individual, I'm going to watch the best Hacienda hardpoint team in the game and I'm going to see how they hold P2 and just understand P2 a little bit more. Because if I could have provided 10% more on that P2, maybe would have won that game. So you could see that was clearly a weakness. Whether it was you or your team, it doesn't matter. Just as you as an individual, I would actually study that P1 to P2 rotation and just see if you can learn 1 or 2 things from that. And then next time you play, even if you win 1 of 3, you win that map. And that is how you get better.
I like having like an AR watching that lobby.
Yeah.
That P2 like lobby area spiral, and then like maybe having a sub pushed out a little bit in front of the hill.
Sure. Sure, that makes sense. But again, we're playing solo queue, right? So it's hard to have the ultimate setup. But what you can do is just kind of understand that rotation a little bit more and just see like what could you have done as a solo queue player to give yourself a higher chance. Just kind of look at that as that 1% increase. But overall, man, I'm really impressed with that. How was that for you? I think you played really well. I know you lost both maps, but this is the point where I don't think the SR matters. I think you made some mistakes in both maps, but they're very, very fixable mistakes. I think overall you played really well.
Thank you.
I think just sometimes you were a little bit tunnel vision on the hill itself when there was no control. And I know it's a very easy thing to do because you're like, let me get those few seconds. But for me personally, like what you don't see is when you get those 5 seconds and die, that setup itself was hard to hold 4v4, right? Now, when you're 3v4, your teammates, it's going to be impossible. So there's so many times where I think you could have done a little bit more with that. And one thing I would say as well, in terms of mechanics to get to Crimson, how often do you shoot bots?
Before I play.
Okay, how long for?
Maybe like 15-20 minutes.
Cool, that's fine. I'll wait to practice more Omni movement. I didn't see one slide into a prone. I didn't see like jumping and sliding, just being a little bit more fancy with your Omni movement. Is that okay? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like it was fine, but if you want to get to the next level, like that's the thing it will get you there. Again, let's say you win 3 more gunfights. That could be the difference in one rotation, you win the map. It wasn't like you lost by a lot, right? It was just one rotation, you win the map from that. So there's a few, like for example, you know that P4 where you got the first kill? To get that second kill, if you were a bit more confident there, maybe you could have slid to the head glitch, maybe snaked it, you buy an extra 1 second for your teammate comes in and gets a trade. Sometimes buying 1 or 2 seconds changes everything, which is crazy, but it's the case, it really does.
So, on that P1, right? So you're saying it's better to have like the map control, wait for like 2 or 3 dead, then get the time, and then have one person.
It all depends. It all depends. Like right there, I don't mind you getting on the time, but you were getting on the time with no one watching over you. You need at least one side covered, because that hill is a death hill. Let me put it this way: that hill, when let's say you're holding the hill and you have 3 people watching over you, that's an easy hill to hold, and you actually feel quite good on the hill itself. But that hill, if you have no one watching over you, I don't care if you're Shotzi or Simp or Scump, if you have no one watching over you on that hill, you are probably going to die because you get killed from 360 angles, right? So that hill is a very difficult hill to hold. So if there's a hill that allows you to die from every single angle, you're better off going through, getting map control, holding the top lanes, even if it takes 10 or 20 seconds. But you'll just keep going to the hill and dying, and you're just giving them more time eventually. And at the end of the hill, you kept on focusing on the P1, and it allowed them to get 3 P2 rotations in a row.
Right, yeah.
Another thing is at the very end of the game, there was 23 seconds left, and they couldn't possibly win. I wouldn't even go to the P1, because you know when you get P2, you could hold the whole hill, right? Like you could hold it as a money hill. So you just need to get that money hill. You just need to get that P2 and not get tunnel vision on the end of P1.
Okay.
And but yeah, like I said, overall you played really well. Just for that game, I would say fix the P1 to P2 as an individual, see if there's anything you could have done better. And overall, I think you did good. Another one is when you rotated early from the P2 to the P3, you got a little bit tunnel vision. You were standing on the hill. When you early rotate and you're by yourself, if a hill's open, you're better off playing for map control. You're better off playing for cuts than just sitting on a hill. You're better off playing in corners and waiting and catching people off guard than just sitting on the hill and like a sitting duck.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I see that a lot
in
my solo queue stuff. Like a lot of people, even myself, and my teammates. Like whenever we rotate, there's someone on the hill, and like you said, instead of getting map control. Okay.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, the whole point of early rotating is to get the advantage. But if you just sit on the hill, you're not really giving yourself an advantage, because they're gonna go to the hill anyways. So you're better off playing around the hill, getting a kill or 2, and like just being annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right, let's end that one there. YouTube, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want coaching yourself, check out the Discord. The link is down below. I'll catch you guys for another video tomorrow. Peace.